WA's peak firefighting body is using traditional fire management techniques as part of its bushfire preparation in the lead up to summer. The traditional fire program is also helping Indigenous groups to reacquaint themselves with cultural techniques to strengthen cultural bonds.
It's a practice forged tens of thousands of years ago. Cultural burning, as important for the land as it was for the social dynamic of Australia's original inhabitants.
They've been invited to come down basically to the saltwater country for summertime, and before we start to move inland, before the rains come, we start to set slow, cool burns across the country.
On Wadandi Boodja in Western Australia's southwest, burns are still used with an eye for future growth and a healthy habitat.
Making sure that the environment is kept intact, that we don't destroy any of the insects and any of the pollinators, which are actually vital to the biodiversity of country.
As understanding of ancient practices broadens, Western Australia's peak fire agency is now incorporating elements of cultural burning in its own mitigation strategy. To build on that knowledge, the agency has established a dedicated traditional fire program.
Really wanting to understand how Aboriginal people manage the land, how they cared for country and particularly in the fire space, how they use fire for a whole range of purposes.
The push to introduce cultural burning techniques into WA's fire emergency service stems back to the special report into the 2016 Waroona bushfire. It has led the service to implement what are believed to be the first dedicated locally based traditional fire officers in Australia, with an emphasis on knowledge gathering.
Bringing back this knowledge and tradition, I guess, back into the landscape and providing identity to those groups that are out there has been an amazing experience.
Passing on a flame to keep tradition burning. Anthony Pancia, ABC News, Wadandi Boodja.